Morning. Hope you folks having a great morning. Now, again, I'm going to be talking about that object that's moving through our solar system, the Three Eye Atlas. Guys, I call this the coming of the giants. Coming of the sleeping giants doesn't mean these creatures are sleeping. What we thought was once myth is actually unfolding. Um, uh, let's go back to the Sumerians. The Sumerians did say they will return. They it's an advanced civilization of giants. They're written down in Sumerian dialect as the creator of humans. Um, they're coming from a binary star system. Every 3,654 years, we have this communication with the binary system. Actually, one of the planet is going to cause some serious disturbance with our solar system and our gravitational pull. For instance, look what's going on right now, okay? With the earthquakes, hurricane, that hurricane that moving through the Caribbean, there are tornadoes, floodings. These things are intensifying, meaning the planet is no longer the same due to the fact that our electromagnetic disturbance or electromagnetic field is being disturbed, which is considered an electromagnetic disturbances. Consider electromagnetic disturbances. Sorry. Um, this is just the beginning of what's coming, guys. I've been saying it for a long time. I've been ridiculed for it. I've been screaming this since 2012, since I've been doing my video on YouTube. And people, I mean, I've been called every name under this earth, but that's okay. Now we're at 2025. And what I've basically been screaming for the past like 13 years, it's actually unfolding. What's happening right now is what is called recon. How I know this is because you got to read a book called the Colburn Bible when they have the return of the destroyer, which is the planet, these Anunnakis. Now, recon simply means we're no different than them, guys. If the U.S. military want to go and move their military somewhere else in the world, they have to send out a small group of team to do what is called recon. It doesn't matter the U.S. military, the Russian military, the Chinese military. They don't just send the whole fleet in immediately. They send out a group of soldiers or platoon, small platoon, to do what is called recon, to do to get info, logistics, info, all that stuff to know the terrain that they're dealing with, and so forth. The behavior of the people that is in that location or species. For example, if you're dealing with an advanced civilization that's doing recon, they're going to want to know the behavior of the species that they're dealing with, where we're at, how far gone we have become. So, what I'm trying to say is that this thing that's coming through our solar system right now, guys, is just the beginning of what's about to unfold. Again, I went on record and I predicted 200 years of some of the craziest thing humanity have ever seen. And I'm sticking to that. From now to the next 200 years, what we're seeing right now in our solar system with Three Eye Atlas, the hurricane, the increase in devastation, earthquake, seismic activity, volcanic eruptions, tornado, all these natural disasters are going to intensify drastically for the next 200 years. These things that are happening in the sky, in space, wherever they're coming from, we're going to get more of this, more visitors, because yes, they're coming back. I said this jokefully a long time ago and I was laughed at, and I'm going to say it again. Daddy's coming home. Daddy's going to want his gold. Daddy's going to want his silver. And Daddy's bringing a whole army with him. Hence, Three Eye Atlas. Look at what's going on in the sky. That's a fleet of them. And that's a small fleet. But that's a fleet of them. And that what they're doing, guys, their job is to do recon. Because when the army arrive, it's gonna be thousands, millions of them coming behind Three Eye Atlas. Trust me, I promise you. What we have witnessed with Three Eye Atlas is the pinnacle. It's the seed that's going to unfold. It was planted in our brain for us to see this, for us to accept it for what it is, an advanced civilization. And oh boy, baby, they're coming. And trust me, they're giants. A lot of people are saying, oh, they're reptilians. The plate. Nah, nah. These are the Anunnakis. We're dealing with the Anunnakis here. These are hybrid humans. These are giants, by the way. If you want to know more about the Anunnakis, all you got to do is dabble further into the Sumerian history, Sumerian tablets. You want to read the Colburn Bible. Another great author, Zachariah Stitchin, 12th Planet, is a great book by Zachariah Stitchin you can actually read. And these are the entities that we're dealing with, the deities that we're dealing with. You want to say gods? Go ahead. Enki is the one that created us because they needed smarter slaves to dig for the gold. It is what it is because the Anunnaki use gold in their atmosphere. A lot of people are saying, oh, but why can't they get gold from another planet? Because this is their planet. You think we own Earth? Oh, please. You really think that? No, it's not our planet. It's their planet. They created us and they're letting us use their planet. It is what it is. You just have to dig further and you'll see what I'm saying is true. And every couple of thousand years, they do recon where a small platoon of Anunnaki go out, see where we're at, see how advanced we've become, see how far gone we have become. And obviously, the fleet comes behind that. I foretold you guys weeks ago for the next 200 years. This is the stuff that's going to be unfolding. Our new civilization is going to start 2265. In the next, I would say 240 years. In the future, we're starting a new civilization. We're coming to the end of our civilization, which is the Sumerian civilization. We're coming to the end of our 3,654-year cycle. It is what it is, folks. We have to accept these things. And now we have interstellar visitors in our solar system. And the truth is right in front of us. And some people still don't want to see it. And I've been screaming this a long time. 3i Atlas is just the beginning of what's coming. It's the intro to the coming of the Anunnaki giants. And baby, they're coming back. Daddy's coming home. Daddy's going to want his gold. Daddy's going to want his silver. And they better have his gold and silver. Because the purpose for our creation in the first place, which modern humans were actually created, I would say close to 100,000 years ago, during the Ice Age. Yes, we interbreed with Neanderthals to survive and live in caves, but the Neanderthal, they didn't survive. We did because our brain is bigger. We're smarter. We were able to build smarter weapons and adapt to things a lot quicker than the Neanderthal going through the Ice Age. But we live alongside them for 20,000 years. We went through it for 100,000 years. And realistically, Homo sapiens have been on this earth for millions of years because they have found skulls in China that date back over millions of years that belong to Homo sapien. With just every now and then we get an upgrade from an advanced civilization. And they're the one coming back because this is actually their planet. It's not our planet, folks. No, it's not. We're just given the right to use it until they return. You'll see who the real owners are. Anyway, folks, again, I'm just keeping you guys briefed with 3i Atlas, what's going on, and letting you know this is just the intro of what's coming. Because oh baby, what 3i Atlas have signified and have showed us is that the army's coming behind them, the giants are coming back. And I know I sound crazy, but I know I sound crazy saying it like this because it's not common knowledge. But if you dig further into ancient tablets, they've been here before. Humans have interacted with these creatures before, these giants, and they have recorded them on tablets, and they're called the Sumerian civilization, that's the civilization we're from, because they were at the beginning of our cycle when our cycle first got started. It is that simple. I love you guys. I'm just making you aware.